And we're live. I'm back on. I was trying to do some quest earlier and didn't know what I was doing. So I need ecto tokens. Don't know how to get them. So I might just do some other quests. But I already got all my junk ready for this one. So I'm kind of torn between giving up or doing something else. I don't even remember what quest this is. Making history, maybe? My girlfriend slash wife, whatever you want to call her. We've been together 8 years. She's out at Black Hat convention in Las Vegas this week. Joral about the information I learned. So, Black Hat is a ethical hacker convention. She works for cybersecurity, which is kind of scary for me, honestly. I don't know if she's in my computer or what. But they go there and they talk about what AI is doing lately, what the hackers are getting at, what avenues they're taking to try to get into your system. So it's pretty cool having somebody that knows that much about it, because then I can just turn a blind eye and wait for her to tell me what to do. Um, and she's always got like good software on her router and whatever to keep us safe, so it's kind of cool. But she went out there. This was the last night, and instead of coming home, they're going to the Grateful Dead at the Sphere in Las Vegas. If you've seen it, it's a giant dome, and there's lights all the way around it, so the light show is fucking amazing. I'm really jealous. We've seen the Grateful Dead like 3 times in the past, and it was always a really good show. The light show is pretty cool. We saw them at Wrigley Field. We saw them in St. Louis and somewhere else. But it's always a really good time. I don't know a lot of their songs. I know like the popular ones, but John Mayer does the lead guitar part for Jerry Garcia since he's passed, and he's a really really good guitarist. We've seen him live also a few times. I think twice. But she's over there, and I'm stuck here babysitting this little monster of a dog, giving her injections and medicine and all kinds of shit all week. It's been a blast. I also cleaned her car and mowed the yard today. So it's been a busy week, so I haven't been streaming much, but I know not too many people are missing me, at least. The gig last week went really well, except for one guy came up and asked for a Pink Floyd song, and we played. I forget which one we played. It's one of the popular ones. I can probably find it real quick. The dog is farting. It's terrible. Oh my god. I think we played Time. Oh my god, bitch! What are you doing down there, dude? I swear it smells like she just shit her pants on the fucking floor. We played Time, all right, and this guy came up and asked for it, and obviously I don't know the fucking exact solo. I don't listen to Pink Floyd. Um, but we played it, and then he came up afterwards, and he's like, "You really just gotta feel the guitar, you know?" And I'm like, "You don't fucking play guitar. You don't know what you're talking about." It just like pissed me off. It was at the end of the night, thankfully, so it was like I just told Sean to take over, and he played like 2 or 3 more, and then it was over. And usually that's how we end the night anyway. Um, but like, if you don't play guitar and if you can't do it better than the guy on stage, don't come up and make comments like that. It's just fucking annoying. Like, you're killing the vibe, dude. And the solo I played wasn't bad at all. I kind of know how the solo goes, and I played something that was similar, but I'm not going to play the exact note for note thing. That's not what I do. Um, so, yeah, but other than that, the gig went well. Some old MILF came up and was like putting her hand on my leg and telling me she loves our music and blah blah blah, and um the bar owner was really happy. He always is. That's what he always calls us. So I noticed in the last stream I did, I think it was about a week ago, maybe 6 days ago, my mic was peaking. Because I sing a lot louder than I talk. And I thought I could see the level on there, and I thought that it was compressing it and doing okay, and I thought it was alright, but I definitely could tell that it was garbled a little bit, so I'm sorry about that, but I will definitely know that in the future and fix it for any other singing streams I do. Um, I need 20 ecto tokens, and I don't know where to get them. I'm not gonna do this quest. I'm just gonna do something else because I don't want to fucking sit here and think about it. I just want to do, you know. A lot of my buddies aren't even online tonight. I met a lot of good people on this game. Like Kustinger, he's an OG. He's been giving me armor, and then every time I level up far enough, he's like, "Hey, do you need, rune? Do you need dragon? Let me know." And I just trade back what he already gave me. New pet's a good hang. I don't even. There she is. She's a good hang. We debated a Trumper the other night. Well, it was probably like 2 weeks ago. We debated him for like. It was probably a good hour and a half, and then we all ended up blocking the dude because he was just like. He kept saying, "You're talking about feelings. I care about facts." And I was like, "All right, Ben Shabibo." And he's like, "Who's Ben Shabibo? I don't know him." But he was like quoting Ben Shapiro the whole time he was talking. So it was like, you definitely fucking know the dude, you know? It was really annoying. I'm going to bring up chat just in case anybody else is out there listening to this. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. And here we are. So yeah, that's what's been going on the last week. I finally got a good lead on a job. So in the future, I might not be streaming from my basement. I might have to like get a laptop and stream from hotels if I'm traveling while working, which is not a big deal to me, you know. It'd be nice to get out of the house for once. I've been stuck in this house for like the last month just applying for jobs and you know, wanting to Minecraft myself. I had a buddy come over today and we played chess for a little bit. It was a good time. And then we ate some calzones together. And we watched Tires with Shane Gillis. It was a good time. I thought it was pretty fun. Not very eventful, but you know, not every hangout needs to be fucking diamonds and explosions. It just needs to be I prefer it to be chill, you know. So, oh, Eros, Also, I have some money when I played old school RuneScape. If you want it, Mr. Mooch. I've made a lot so far. I mean, I think it's a lot. I got 5 million, almost 6 million. But you know, donations are always welcome. I will always take it. Appreciate you. Oh, jumping in the chat. I used to play RuneScape like it was probably 20 years ago when I was like 12 or 19 years ago, and I just recently jumped back on, and I've been kind of like trying to do all the skills that I don't usually do. Also, to get Ghost Place, you need to go to Port Sarim, and a boat person will take you. I saw that they would that you could get around the Ecto token thing. I might try that, actually. I gotta get all these items back. I was using the quest helper, and it was actually pretty dope. Um, I noticed like half of them aren't on here though. Here it is. Spade. I am in world um 488. It's one thing I noticed about the RuneScape community. They're very generous, so I try to do that. Like, if I make a bunch of money doing high alchemy, I try to give it back. I try to at least give a couple noobs 100k here and there. When you're first starting out, it makes a huge difference. It literally got me started on the high alchemy, and that's how I made all my money. Why is it doing that? Is it freaking out on your screen? Oh, oh, I see you. Sorry. On my OBS, it's just like sitting there flickering. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Wow. That's the most money I've ever seen. I'm gonna go ahead and add you. Um Oh, you're gone. Never mind. I added you anyway. But thank you. That's awesome. I haven't tried RuneScape 3. I started this for the nostalgia factor, and everybody says it's better than RuneScape 3, but eventually once I beat all the quests in this, I'll probably try it again or try it for the first time. Probably shouldn't run around with this money. I'm going to fucking die. Wow, that's a huge come up, dude. Thank you. What is that doing? It's like flickering on my screen on my OBS. Yeah, RuneLight is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did start doing it as soon as I. Okay, how do I? There we go. Okay. Wow, that's annoying. Pro tip right there. Thank you. It must be like changing the aspect over and over and like squeezing and pushing the screen. Um, I'm gonna take 10K just in case. I heard that they switched, like they opened up RuneScape, old school RuneScape again once people hated the combat system when they tried to switch it, and then that's when they developed RuneScape 3. I don't know if that's true. I actually started playing this because I was watching Hyphonics, and I learned that he got his start playing RuneScape. And then I was watching his old clips when he had hair. All right, let's see if I can get over there. Wait, where's he taking me? No, I don't want to go to Karajama. I see votes for updates every once in a while, but I don't pay attention to them. I'm not savvy enough with how it is yet to even know what would be different. I mostly come on here to meet people and kind of sequentially have some kind of social interaction for the day. I spent the last month applying for jobs on Indeed, and I got out of like probably 200 applications, I got two people to reply to me for salesman jobs, which I'm not in the sales at all. I'm actually like electrician and telecom, and the only people that responded out of all the jobs, I probably applied to like 200 jobs. Two people. Yeah. Well, two replied, one replied back, and I took their test, and it was like a personality test, and they said people with your personality typically don't do well in this position. We're sorry. So I I went ahead and contacted a union. Never been in a union before, but they got back to me like immediately, and I called the dude. I got lucky. I called the guy that was the union rep, whose job it is to like transfer non-union people into the union, and he's been working with me all week, and it's it's looking good finally. I moved from like a shit box, like if you can see how deep this is probably like 24 feet. I think this room is. I'm in a basement, but yeah, this basement is the size of my whole house that we moved from and sold. I sold it, and that's how I made money this last month. But we bought it before the pandemic, and we actually made like 26,000 on it. So I got pretty lucky. But Uh, we didn't use a realtor because realtors will take like 8 of that 26 that we were going to make. It's a lot easier to sell a house than I thought. It's just calling a lot of people, getting your inspection done, um, getting a appraisal done, and then communicating with the seller and the bank, and that's it. I mean, it kind of makes me want to go into. Do I want to go to Port Famatis? Phasmatis? I think that's right. I'm glad I brought money. But yeah, selling a house is a lot easier than. Well, now we're renting, but so I don't have any actual equity in this house. But I don't think we plan to be here for too long, maybe a year, and then hopefully moving to Colorado. Um, we did a vacation there like 2 years ago, and it was awesome. You know, the mountains. There's the four. There's like swamp, um, mountains, grassland, and desert. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's like probably the best of the United States besides the water shortage, if that gets any worse. All right, I made it. Do I dare open RuneLight just for a second so I know what I'm doing? Yep, it's glitching again. Okay, bear with me. Okay. We went there and we went up on the mountain and there's marmots. They're like giant. They look like beavers. They're like probably like this big, and they'll come right up to you because everybody. Oh, it didn't stop, did it? What if I open it and close it again? Why does it do that? Okay. I'm looking it up. Uh, what if okay, I closed it and then it went away. So when I don't have it open, it doesn't do that. I'm gonna try to relog real quick. All right, we're back. I gotta wear those dumbass amulet. There's gotta be a way to fix that. I can't imagine that everybody that streams RuneScape has to deal with that bullshit. I'm new to streaming, so that's bound to happen probably pretty often. I didn't pay attention to what he said. Okay. Melina. There she is. Why don't I pay attention when I'm clicking, you know? What is ADHD really that bad? I have a script, but I don't take it. I literally haven't taken it for like a month. And Melina's gone, so she just took my shit and bounced. So if you look on my old streams, my last one I did a music stream, but the mic was. I had my buddy log on and check the mic, and he said it was all good, but I could hear it clipping when I went back and watched it, so I am very sorry about that. Gerald. I think that's this guy. Nope. Dare I open? Yep. It's. I think I saw it flickering. This one. Yeah, it's strobing again. Give me a second. Two active tokens of travel via charter ship. Enter port. Phasmus talk to the Drellic. I already did that. Did that. Return to Drellic outside the general store. I'm pretty sure that's not in this town. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Well, let me, it's gonna flicker. Okay, let me just talk to him real quick. I'm very sorry about the flickering. I'll try to figure that out when I'm not on stream. Return to Durrell, northwest of Ardone. Okay, let me, relog. Get rid of that. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's right there. Once I max out this account, with everything I want to do, I probably, like, fire making is terrible. I'll probably start RuneScape 3. Hopefully I've heard the community isn't as friendly on there. So a lot of pay to win guys, and that's kind of why I chose this one, but I made a bunch of money on the house, so I guess I can afford to pay to win on that one if I need to. Dang boy hitting 16s. I said at the general store. Gerald. Probably this one. Sheep herder? No. 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 I gotta fucking open the thing back up. God damn. And it's strobing. North of West Ordone. Okay, it's just farther west. Alright, let's get it. My dog is laying at my feet, snoring very loud. She almost got in a fight with the neighbor's dog today. Which, it's like a poodle, and my dog is a German Shepherd Pit Bull. So the size difference is, it's like a mini poodle, so it's like this big. It's like maybe a foot long. But it's mean as fuck. And every time my dog is in the yard, that dog's trying to pick a fight, not knowing that my dog would rip it to shreds in like 3 seconds. So it came at the fence, and my dog, trots over and is being friendly and wagging her tail, and then that dog just immediately starts freaking out. It's probably got like, there's Dural. It's probably got some kind of a short man syndrome, and my dog's muzzle can fit through the fences because it's like a German Shepherd muzzle. It's like long and skinny, and that dog cannot. So I had to quickly run over there and save that little dog's life, because if my dog got a hold of it, it was over. He talks all the nasty things they did to people in Ardone, which I don't care to mention. It looks like they were stopped by someone, but doesn't say who. Interesting. I talked to the warrior. Excellent. What did he say? Well, we're gonna do. Oh, okay. We're just gonna pretend like it didn't happen. And then I asked him about getting the bloodstains out of his clothes, but he didn't like that. It seems like you're lucky he didn't beat you up. Well done. That's another piece of the puzzle. I've been in contact with the ghost you suggested, and I've recovered this. Darrell skims over the contents of the scroll. Very interesting. Blah, blah, blah. Survivors became king. Blah, blah, blah. Good work. It all makes sense now. I never realized there's quite so much history to this place. It was more than I could have hoped. Glad to hear what's the whole story. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so much reading. Many years ago, there was two friends who fell out over the difference of opinion of religion. One decided to dedicate his life to Sarah Dahlman, the other to Zamarok. I think our friend in the chat is a Sarah Dahlman worshipper. Years passed, and the follower of Zamarok moved into the outpost with a group of others who caused havoc for the entire city of Ardone. Or Dogne. The people of the city called upon Saradomin followers who happened to be led by the other friend. A battle ensued that ended with the two ex-friends at the top of the outpost as the sole survivors. That's kind of brutal. They used everybody else to fight their battle, and then they were just left to do it themselves. Realizing the mistakes they made they made friends again. So everybody died for no reason. One decided to become a king and spread the word of equality, and the other chose to start up a market where all could trade their wares equally and fairly. The one that became king is the great-grandfather of King Lothus that we know now. What should I do? Well, what I'll do is write down the details you provided in a more easy to digest manner, along with my plans for using the building as a museum. Then I suppose you want me to deliver it to the king. You got that right. Okay, seems like I'm going to the king in Falador or Ardone. Ardone. Should have grabbed some potions. I was hoping New Pet would be on, and I could share my stream with her so she could finally see who I am. But she's on at weird times, usually like middle of the day. She helped me get my prayer up and helped me fight with the Ben Shapiro enthusiast. Nothing against anybody that likes Ben Shapiro. I used to like him, but it's just there's some mildly like racist things he says, and mildly controversial, and he's always like, facts don't care about your feelings, but he cherry picks his facts to support his ideas. So he's kind of got tunnel vision. And that makes me think that he cares more about his feelings than he does the facts. For example, he says like crime is up, but it's actually statistically down. He says that because Biden's in office, not Trump, and his base is mostly right wing leaning. Okay. It's just little things like that all over the place that just make me. I also used to like Jordan Peterson, but the more I see people, when you're not in that algorithm, you'll start seeing more and more how he's not so unbiased as he presents himself. If anything, he is like a harder bias than most people, and he's just better at presenting it in a way that makes it seem like, okay, here we are. He makes it seem like he knows what he's talking about, but at the same time, he's posting about child porn on Twitter, and it's just kind of weird, man. I do like his lectures though. Um, some of them about like the like analyzing Disney and stuff like that. I love analyzing movies and like stories in general. I think it's interesting. To the king. Okay, so probably need to use the letter on the king. Nothing happens. Cool. Are you kidding me? Wait, did he already gave me a letter? I'm not opening RuneLight. It makes everything glitch. I'm gonna run upstairs and get a twisted tea real quick. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Oh, I don't care what they say. Vodka when it's cold does not taste any better than vodka when it's fucking warm. They both suck. Just smack the mic. Sorry. Um, actually, I've been trying to quit drinking, but playing gigs on the weekend make it kind of hard, as well as social anxiety and being in front of a camera and all of that makes it just makes everything easier. It's probably my excuse, but once I start working, I'll have something to do all day, so should probably look at my phone for a second. Oh my god. John Mayer is cringe. She's saying it's awkward to sit so close to her coworker. And the sphere is very nice, but they pack them in like sardines. She said the piano player is bad like usual. And I remember the last time we saw The Dead, I swear to God, I was a music major in college, and the piano player was like playing the wrong song for like 2 minutes. It's like he was playing something completely different. And it just was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, it was way in the background, but you could just tell something wasn't right. And I kept saying, like, the piano player is like really off. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he like transposes his keys for each song so that he's like just playing in C, to make it easy. But he didn't transpose it right or something. It's funny that she said John Mayer's cringe. He kind of is, but he is a very good guitarist. He's probably like one of the best, especially at like coming up with stuff on the spot, making it up, and just like working with what he's got. I don't think a lot of other guitarists would be able to fill Jerry Garcia's shoes as well. I don't think he fills them all the way, but I think you probably couldn't get very many better people to fill those shoes and to like consistently do it night after night that aren't like already busy doing their own shit. I mean, actually, I'm sure there's tons of people that could. They just wouldn't have the name John Mayer. That's like part of the draw, I think. It keeps the dead relevant. She also said the singer is like a raisin because he's so old. I think he's the reason they keep saying that it's their farewell tour. They've been saying that for like 10 years, maybe 5. Every year is their farewell tour to get people to go because it's like, oh, this is the last time. But it's just funny. I follow them both on Instagram, and I think his name's Bob, the lead singer for Grateful Dead. She says he keeps forgetting the words, and I remember Lady Gaga was touring with Tony Bennett, the old jazz singer, and she was doing like the female parts of his songs, and he's doing the male parts. Blah blah blah. So they said that like off stage, he had like really bad like it was like dementia, where he was like barely functional. But then as soon as he got on stage, he would be able to speak. He'd be able to talk, sing, no matter what. Like his performance stayed really high, but um, their last tour, they were saying that they felt like they were pushing it the whole time. All right, I completed a quest, and then he actually passed away shortly after their last tour. Tony Bennett, one of the legends of jazz singing. He was a crooner and a really, really interesting guy if you ever want to look him up. Okay, now I have to find one of these quests that don't have 30 requisites before it that I haven't done. Experienced. Let's not do that. I'm looking for master. Okay, we're looking for the easy ones. Maybe I should just go train also. I did that quest, I didn't even gain a level. That's how you know it was a bad quest. What do hobgoblins give if you kill them? 1 damage. Okay, 15. Alright, here we go. Nice. Coins and bones. 1 coin. not even worth it. So if you're in the chat, say hey. See a couple people in there. I appreciate it. It helps me with the algorithm. Still trying to find my niche. I was doing Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, but I feel like that game was more frustrating than this game. So I'll probably go back to it at some point, but it was very hard to play because the whole time limit thing, and I'm not a gamer. I'm more a musician, but it definitely was challenging my patience with going back and forth and forgetting one thing and losing all my coins after 3 days, and it was a pain in the ass, to be honest. All my friends on here were telling me to level 12 hunter. Client of Corinne. All my friends were telling me to do a bunch of quests to get my level up. So I did all the freebie quests. Haven't gained any levels. I'm still, I think, level 59. 59 and an eighth. A little over an eighth. I think once I'm done streaming tonight, I'm probably going to go work on my painting. I've been trying to paint album covers to fill out these walls. Those are sound traps, this and this. I want to hang those up and then have album covers painted on big long canvases to hang in between them. Kind of give it a little bit of flair for what I enjoy. I'm a big Mac Miller fan, so that's the first one I'm doing. I'm doing swimming. I might try circles, but the album cover on that is like a faded 2 or 3 head, where he's like covering his face on one, and then the other one he's like doing this, and that might be like really hard to translate into a painting. It'll probably just look like a fucked up ogre. Okay, I remember why I didn't do this one. It's hard to get to Corinne, and then there's no teleports, and it's like huge. He told me when the plagues of the city started, the neighboring city of Menethos was quarantined. However, many citizens... Okay, I don't care. And part of the problem is I can't open RuneLight Quest Helper without the streams just starting to strobe and being a bitch. So I'm going to try to do whatever ones are easy. I know I need to do the dig site because it's a requisite for like half of the quest on here. Okay, that's easy enough to get to, right? Dude, my dog keeps farting. And I feel like she's doing it on purpose now. She's snoring louder and louder. And she hasn't ate anything weird today. That's what I don't get. Why are you doing that to me? She's a very pretty German Shepherd pit bull. I'll show you. That's her. She's looking up for a treat. That's the only way I can get her to stay still. Oops. She's laying on the ground next to me, snoring as loud as she possibly can. feel like I'll just do the Lumbridge teleport. So earlier in the stream, Irio RS gave me 26 million as soon as I started. So I want to shout out to him or her. That was pretty dope. I don't know what I'm going to spend it on yet. Probably new armor once I get to that level. And if I can't do any more quests, I'm probably... Well, they got a cannon set up here. Farming. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, you get... Oh, there's another one. Jesus Christ. So, I will probably use that on new armor once I get to 60 defense. I'm only at 43 now. And if I can't get any more quests done, that's probably... I'm probably just going to start farming. The Monkey Madness quest, I was doing that, but I was getting my ass kicked over and over and over. And one of my friends on here gave me nice armor, and I didn't want to lose it, so I was like kind of scared that I would lose everything that he gave me. And then he has a thing where as long as I give him it back, he'll give me better armor. Like periodically, he'll just check in with me and be like, "Hey, do you need something better?" Super nice guy, Cooey Stinger. I don't know how you say it. But I was terrified that I was gonna disappoint him, so I refrained from pushing it. But I'm almost done with Monkey Madness, and it gives like 60,000. Yeah, I just need... I got the amulet. I just need an authentic magical monkey talisman. Some kind of monkey remains. And I think that's like one of the last steps. So if this quest turns out to be like crazy, I'm probably just going to start farming. And just waiting until I can actually feel comfortable to do the rest of Monkey Madness. And then there's Monkey Madness 2, which is like... It has all these requisites. Look at this. Recipe for Disaster, which I hear is like a very long and arduous quest. Eyes of Glyphori, never heard of it. Troll Stronghold, never heard of it. Watchtower, kinda heard of it. Enlightened Journey, Gnome Stronghold, Balloon route unlocked. 70 crafting, I'm at like 34, so that's gonna be forever. 69, I'm at like fucking 9, so that's forever. 60 fire making, I hate fire making. 60 hunter, it's like all of these are terrible. Agility is like the most boring skill to train. It's just clicking. 55 thieving, combat level 90. Yeah, I'll never get there. 59. I think it said 55 thieving. I'm at 30. So it's way down the list. But I might watch some tutorials tomorrow and actually try. What was I gonna do again? See, I already don't remember. Okay, I'm just gonna go fucking farm. What else can I do? I've been drinking since my friend left at 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Mowed the yard. Cleaned the car. Gave the dog her medicine so she could fart on me all night. Yeah, I'm looking at you. She's twitching in her sleep. Everybody says to farm the rock crabs, but it like takes so much to get to them, and there's like no bank anywhere close to them. Damn, I'm OP. I'm fucking OP right now. The last time I was fighting these things, it was like hell. I think I was like level 40 or 30. I'm gonna go try to fight the bullies over here that take my lunch money all the time. Because they drop good runes. Get fucked. What is he casting on me? What is that? Poops, fucking poop spell? My girlfriend's needy right now, so I better check. She said John Mayer's too animated like a cartoon character. But personally, when I play guitar and I'm playing a solo in front of people, the number one comment is that I am not, I don't look like I'm having fun. And if you watch Jimi Hendrix, he sits there and he just plays. I'm not saying I'm Jimi Hendrix, but he just sits there and plays. And his eyes are closed half the time because he's on LSD. But it's so annoying. Like, if you see a guitar player and he's playing, he's not going to fucking be animated. If he's really playing, he's focused on what he's doing. Random event. And it's the most annoying thing ever when you're playing and you feel like you're doing really good and someone comes up and be like, "Why don't you like what you're doing?" It's like if I didn't fucking like it, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be making money. I wouldn't have spent so much time doing what I'm doing. I better look at her. Because it takes a lot of time to be able to play. I spent my whole teenage years pretty much locked in a basement playing guitar. And I know you probably can't tell from my recent fucking music stream where I just sang songs and shit, but that's not my forte. That's not what I'm like good at. What I'm good at is hearing something and just playing to it and trying to vibe with it. And when I'm doing that alone in a basement, I'm not like making faces and doing all that shit. It's kind of fake, dude, to be honest. Like if you're really focused on what you're doing, like does a fighter jet guy like make a bunch of fucking faces when he's shooting down people? No, he's focused. He's probably making a straight face, focused on what he's doing. A golfer, like that's put years into the art of golfing. He's not making faces when he's swinging. He's just doing it. So don't judge by what you're looking at. Judge by what you hear. That's what music's all about. I'm gonna tell her to send me some pics. I want to see the sphere, you know? I was like super jealous when she said she was going. Somebody had to stay home and watch the dog, and it just didn't make sense. I'd be sitting in a hotel room like 90% of the time while she's going to the convention. This was like her one night to go out and do what she wanted, and then of course she picks the one thing I dream of doing. As soon as I saw the sphere, I wanted to do it. I wanted to go there, and especially with like the dead, that's like an amazing. It's that bitch right there. Get over there. Oh. God damn it. Bitch. Fuck. I've done this like 3 times, and it was always easy every single time. There she goes. Dude. Dude. Stop moving. This is impossible, man. She won't quit. And she's walking like the whole fucking length. Come on. Get her. Get her ass. Fuck yeah. Okay. What was I talking about? The sphere. I know eventually, because Vegas is kind of like where musicians go to die, to be honest. It's like they usually get like a residency, and like Lady Gaga's playing there. You know, she was like super popular 10 years ago, and now she's like coming back into it. I mean, she's popular in her own right, don't get me wrong. She still has a lot of fans, but she's not like new and updated. Like the new updated people don't go to to Vegas to perform. They just don't. So it sucks that hopefully the sphere will get more popular, and then people will be like they want to go there. But I don't see that happening in like the next 5 years. I think it's going to be like a long-term thing for them. But and I almost feel like more and more venues are going to start copying the sphere's like formula, and that's what's going to make like they started something that everybody's going to want to do now. Because it is so cool. Like, it's a 360 experience. There's no bad seat in the house. You can, no matter where you're at, the band's playing, but the screens are all around you. That's pretty fucking dope, to be honest. So, but yeah, a lot of like older musicians get a residency in Vegas, and then they start their Vegas career. Which is cool, you know, I like it. I haven't even been to Vegas yet. I think my girlfriend's been like 3 times. For Black Hat, and then once with her parents, and then now Black Hat again, so. If you are in chat, say what's up. I'd love to hear from you. It also helps me get promoted with the bullshit algorithm. I'm new, so it's not easy. And I don't plan on doing this long term unless it takes off. So I would love to do it long term. I'd love to just play music on here and play games and get paid for it, just like all of you. What am I doing? Defense? Yeah. I love to talk. That's why I have ADHD medicine. I talk too much, but I don't take it. And whatever you can stimulate me with, I definitely will love that. Me and my buddy watched all of Tires today. Pretty much all of it. He just showed up at like, what time was it? 11. He works nights, so he got off work, texted me, or called me, and he's like, hey, I'm in your garage. I left my garage open last night after taking the trash out, and didn't realize I left it open, and then there's a bunch of expensive sound equipment in there, so I was kind of fucking freaked out, but I live in a good neighborhood for the city I'm in, so it wasn't a big deal, apparently. And we hung out and watched all of Tires. Shane Gillis. I've been watching Shane Gillis since Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. If you ever watched it, it's hilarious. It's a lot of Shane prompting, or Matt prompting Shane with different topics, and then Matt's kind of like an eccentric guy, and then Shane's not, so he just kind of like shits on him for it. But it's good fun. If you've ever seen it, you'd enjoy it. Then we played some chess. I kind of think he let me win on one match. I did a, I don't even know what he called it, something, but I did a check. He's always trying to, he's like, are you doing Queen's Gambit right now? Are you doing, all these different, like, famous things? And I'm like, I don't know any of those. I just play, you know? Like, I have an idea, and I go with it, and then I try to back up my pieces. And I think that fucks him up more than anything. He's expecting something, so he's like trying to defend against it, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm a reactive chess player, so I just do whatever I feel is right in the moment, and it ends up being all right. But we went 1-1 with the timer, and then he beat me on the or we drawed, I guess, on the last one. We didn't play with a timer, so we decided we're not going to count any of them that don't have a timer. How long have I been on stream? It's not telling me. ErioRS, I appreciate the follow. You are an OG. I swear to God. I haven't even... Have I gained a level since I started doing this? Okay, I'm gonna go until I gain a level in defense, and then I'm probably done. I'm definitely not gonna gain magic. Probably gonna go watch some body cam and text my girlfriend. She's probably gonna call eventually. She said the bathrooms at the Sphere were designed by a god. Sleek, black, clean as a whistle, and never full. That's pretty impressive for a venue. Because every time I go to, like, a big venue, there's, like, always a wait. She said her coworker's completely quiet and hasn't said a word. Said, just let him vibe. He's probably tired from being in Vegas all week and dealing with all the bullshit. Plus, there's a concert playing, you know? Like, what are you gonna say? You're gonna interrupt the experience for your bullshit opinion? I remember, we went to see... It might have been John Mayer, it might have been somebody else. With my buddy, we did a bunch of drugs. I don't recommend doing a bunch of drugs, but it was a really good time. It was me and my girlfriend and my best friend, and we were so lit, it was fucking nuts. But I just remember, like, my body was like vibrating the whole time with the concert, and I like couldn't even speak. I was so high. Do not do drugs. You can get there without all that, I promise you. But this time was special, and my buddy decided to come last minute with us, and we had such a good time. The next day was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. If you get that, if you're riding that peak that high, and then the next day, you're gonna come down so hard. So it probably wasn't worth it. We probably should have just chilled and maybe not did so much of the substances that we were doing. But I think her coworker is probably just really high right now. She said that he took 3 edibles. I used to grow weed, and then I would make my own edibles out of all the keef and the out of the keef and the trim. And my flowers were so good. I'm not trying to brag, but they were good, and I will say that. They were so good that, like, the edibles were stronger than we expected. So we made red velvet cupcakes, and we started giving them to people. And everybody who ate one was like convinced that we laced them with something because they were so good. They'd never had an edible that hit that hard. And also, like, the recipe would call for like a half ounce, and I'd put like 3/4 of an ounce in every time. But they were so potent, like, they didn't taste good all the time. The icing made them okay, but it was just constant. Like, the first time we ate a whole cupcake, I think, and I learned very quickly that a whole cupcake was way too much. I remember laying on the couch. My girlfriend went to the the bedroom because like we couldn't be around each other because like we weren't making sense, and I just put Family Guy on and just laid on the couch and just stared at it like wide-eyed for fucking. It was probably 3 hours. And after that, we only ate a half cupcake, and it was plenty. So, be careful with edibles. They're very, very... Like, once you hit that limit, you're done. And you can't do any more. Any more is not better. And that's not something I'm familiar with. Usually more is better for me. Did I gain a level yet? Ah, I'm still 1,000 away. There's gotta be a better way, right? Probably rock crabs, but I don't remember how to get to them. They take forever to get to. I say it's my dog, but it's really, I'm petting her right now. It's really my girlfriend's dog, girlfriend/wife. We've been together 8 years, so I just call her my wife. It's easier. People understand that a lot easier. We don't have plans to get married. Both of us are just like, what's the point? But I call it my dog, but it's really her dog because anytime she's home, the dog is not with me at all. She never comes down here. The only time she comes down to the basement is when my girlfriend leaves to go get food or she goes to yoga or whatever. But she's been like at my hip since she left on Tuesday. She's coming back tomorrow, so might take her on a ride later. I might have drank too much to do that, but we'll see. I got a little mini breathalyzer. I can test myself before I go out. Either that or we'll go on a walk. But she's been glued to my hip, farting up a fucking storm. Got 128 earth runes since I've started this. And I feel like I haven't got any closer to gaining any levels. 1 defense. Yeah, this is not the way to train defense. Just start smacking people. 4. Yeah, it's still better than fucking 1. Sometimes I get on here and I feel like I'm oh, more earth runes. I feel like I'm a little psychopathic talking to myself for hours on end. That's alright though. $58 chaos runes. Oh wait. 22. Okay, that ain't shit, bitch. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Okay. I do plan on doing some live streams where I make songs or copy songs, try to like recreate some of my favorite artists. Um, I've done like half the Mac Miller album before we moved about a month ago. Had four of them kind of done. I still needed to mix and all that, but before I do that, I want to get like a real, I don't know, like process down, because if I'm just guessing, then it ends up just like me sitting here for like 30 minutes trying to figure out one sound, and that's probably not what people want to watch. So I kind of think I just need to get better at it, but also, you know, strike while the iron's hot. I want to make sure the iron's hot when I'm doing that. I did post a TikTok finally, and then the next day I fucking hated it. My buddy told me that it wasn't good, and I thought he was full of shit, but then I listened to it the next day and I was like, yeah, it's not that good. It's a Hassan Ben Shapiro AOC remix that I made the song like 2 years ago, probably, from an old stream. The sound bites are good, like all the little clips I took from the music. For the music, I think the song is solid, but I just editing is a new thing for me, so it's gonna take a while to figure it out. It literally took me like 2 hours to edit a fucking 30-second clip, 1 minute clip. And towards the end, I was just like giving up. I started putting a bunch of irrelevant fucking clips in. Alright, I said I would keep going until I hit the next level. I'm almost there, thank fucking God. I think next time I stream RuneScape, I'm going to figure out the defense quest, because otherwise I'm just wasting time. Accidentally ordered a sex toy to my old address, but I luckily know the guy that I know him pretty well. We used to work together, so I let him know, hey, you know, don't open this. Let me know when it comes. He's a good guy. He got fired from our previous telecom job, and then he cashed out his 401k and invested all the money into buying houses, and now he's living basically for free because he owns 12 properties. He rents them all out for a profit. He remodeled all of them, and that's why he wanted my house. I gained a level. I'm fucking done. That's why he wanted my house, because it was in a really nice neighborhood, but it was the cheapest house in the neighborhood, which is the best house you can buy, honestly. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting fucking 6 more. This is an easy way to get runes, though. So he moved out of his house, which was already remodeled. So he's renting it for more than it's already paid off. So he's renting it for more than, it's basically free money at this point, as long as he pays his taxes on it. And then he bought my house, and he's going to flip it, probably make like 20K. We made 26K off of buying the house and selling it. We bought it before the pandemic, so the house prices were cheaper. The interest rate was cheaper. So we kind of bought at the perfect time, sold at the perfect time. As of right now, who knows what's going to happen. Especially if Trump wins, or not Biden, Kamala wins. It's kind of a free-for-all. New pet is still not on. Dang. She's my favorite, just so everybody knows. She's super sweet and a good hang. Alright, I think this is the last one I'm killing, and then I'm gonna go, I don't know, probably watch fucking South Park or something for the remainder of the night. Either that, I finished Death Note for the second time last night. Started another anime, From Me to You. It's kind of like a sweet love story. I was really enjoying it. It was kind of making me cry a little bit. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Crying is good for you every once in a while. As long as it's not every day, you know? Hey, check. Check. Hey, hey. Okay, it's still working. Just kind of freaking me out there. Alright, I think I'm done. Anyway, shout out to ErioRS. You gave me a bunch of coins on here. That's fucking sick. I will definitely put them to good use. Hopefully max out some of these skills sooner rather than later. If anybody wants to follow me, you go ahead. You know where the links are at. There's links to Instagram, YouTube. I haven't been posting to YouTube very much lately. There is a Mr. Mooch podcast that is kind of old as balls, but me and my buddy used to get on there and talk about, it's on Spotify. We used to get on and talk about whatever was going on that week. It was a lot of fun. And TikTok, I've only posted once on there, but eventually I'll figure it out. It's not as easy as you think to edit good videos. Not for me, anyway. I don't have the attention span to do that. So, if anybody's interested, you know where to find me. The link should be somewhere on my channel. And, yeah, give me a shout out. Say, hey, what's up? And, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something I could be doing better. I would love that. I'll definitely take advice at this point. So, uh, thanks for hanging out. You know, I'm gonna log off now and probably go, I don't know, play with my dog for a little bit